I did a story yesterday about Bernie Sanders' comments about Joe Biden. He made a comment saying that Donald Trump will eat Joe Biden's lunch, and the reason why he gave for Donald Trump eating Joe Biden's lunch is because Joe Biden has essentially been incorrect and been on the wrong side of history for virtually every issue you can imagine. He cited the Iraq War as one of them. He cited the trade agreements as one of them, as another one. And of course, as you guys know, Hillary Clinton lost the election because of losing the Rust Belt. And obviously, those are very crucial things for the Rust Belt, right? So, he made a very, very amazing comment, and I'm hoping that he does this more. I'm hoping that he's more front forward with it. Now, I really seem to be the only one who did a story on it. I know this is a weekend, but there doesn't seem to be much coverage of this comment. Now, Joe Biden has responded to this. Let's hear it out.
Senator Sanders
Great,
says
thanks
with
you guys.
your vote,
Thank you guys.
Senator Sanders says with your vote on the Iraq War and trade that President Trump will eat your lunch in the general election. Will he eat your lunch?
Tell him come about give him some dessert at the White House.
Who? President Trump?
Sanders.
Okay.
Thank you.
So if you didn't hear that, if you didn't catch that there, he's saying that, tell Bernie that, after I beat Donald Trump, I'll invite him over to the White House for some ice cream, for some dessert, he's saying. So obviously it's a play on, him saying that he will eat his lunch, and he's very cockily saying that, I'm going to defeat Donald Trump, like, ah ha ha. And, they're buddies, I guess, so I don't know. It's some mix, and, when I first saw this, I really had to watch it a couple more times to really think about it, to really digest what I just saw, because to be quite frank with you, it's not all that clear, what's going on here. But to me, my conclusion is that it's some mix of cockiness as well as, him being just comedic, I guess. I don't know how comedic he's trying to be, but certainly there's the cockiness factor that you see he was laughing. Also, I want to say, I think that he was prepped for that question. Now, what I mean by that is he probably spoke to some of his advisors, some of his campaign officials. They probably told him about it. He probably heard about it. He probably had a response up already. There's no way that was his first time hearing that. Joe Biden is not quick on his feet like that anymore. Maybe he was like 10 years ago, or 11 years ago even. He ain't like that today, fam. He's just not. Joe Biden is way too old for that. But this kind of thing is very dangerous because what it means is that, and let me actually say that he doesn't bring up any policy positions. He doesn't actually, and this is probably the most important point, he doesn't oppose it based on no, Bernie's wrong because X, Y, and Z. He says, no, I'm going to invite you to the White House when I win. That's it. There's no, you're wrong for X, Y, and Z. None of that. There's literally none of that. So take that as an L for Joe Biden because he can't explain to you in policy terms as to why Bernie's wrong. He just has to condescendingly and very cockily say that, he's going to win. This is dangerous because this is a Hillary Clinton mentality. One thing that I fucking hated about Hillary Clinton, she thought she had the divine right to be president. She thought she was chosen by God himself to be president. It was her turn. I'm with her. Breaking down the barriers. Blah, blah, blah. It was her turn. She deserved that seat. Not the other way around. It's disgusting, dude. Absolutely disgusting. And that's when she lost, a lot of people felt good. I hate Donald Trump, and it sucks that he's president. But, there was a little bit in me where it's like, wow, okay. Fuck you. And, it feels good that you lost because you're such a prick. Such a prick. And so, not only is this just off-putting and very tough to deal with, but it's dangerous for the election because if you go into it thinking, oh, I've got this in the bag, I'm Joe Biden, you're going to lose. It's very, very dangerous. But it seems he doesn't have any response to Bernie, so I say take that as an L for Joe.